there! In my last video, I told you about how we did the IUI with the doctor and how the doctor sent us home to wait for a couple weeks. So the doctor says, yeah, you have to wait. And if you are going through an infertility or fertility process, or you have someone or you know someone that is going through this process or have gone through this process, you know, the 2-week waiting is like, it's craziness. That's the way I can describe it. I mean, it's even harder to wait and do nothing than the couple weeks that you were drinking all those pills and having all those shots and doing all those, because you're doing something. You're actually doing something. And these 2 weeks is just wait and just wait and nothing else but wait. And that was very hard, especially the days that get closer to the date of you getting the exam for the pregnancy exam. So that's what we did. We waited. The first week was easier. The last week was very, very hard. Lots of anxiety, of course, lots of prayer. And by this time, not many of our friends knew that we were going through this treatment, and not many of our family members either. Like just some of our family members knew that we were going through this process. And the day came. It was the 1st of April 2016, and the doctor said you have to go and have a pregnancy test done with in a lab with blood. So I did. I did it in the hospital we work at. And I guess I didn't open it, or I just had like the results sent to the doctor. So my husband and I went to the doctor's appointment that day, and he said, well, I'm very sorry, but the IUI didn't work and you're not pregnant. And it was a Friday. It was like a Friday early in the afternoon, and it was just devastating, because you realize that you have worked so hard for 2 weeks, and then you have done this very hard waiting for 2 weeks, plus so many other months that you have waited for this to happen. And then they say no, and you wonder why. Like, did I do something wrong? Like, did I miss something? Did I miss a step? Was it because I didn't take a medicine, or was it done wrong? I mean, again, here we are with the best specialists for fertility in our country. Huge experience, and it didn't work. It was devastating. It was very, very hard for us, very sad. I remember I called my aunt and said it just didn't work. It didn't work. That was the first person I told the news, and she lives very close by to my house, and she said, where are you? And I'm like, we're driving home. And she said, can you stop by our house? So I did, and she came out and jumped in the car and gave us a big hug, and that was great. And she gave us words of encouragement, and it was just hard. It was just very, very hard and sad, and also because, you know, you still have to talk to other people and your friends and other family members that they don't know that you just went through that. And since it's a Friday, we always have people over for dinner on Friday, and we had friends coming that we had some friends and some family coming that Friday night, and we didn't cancel it. We kept going with our dinner, and you know, we said we need to keep doing this. We can't just stop everything. We'll figure it out. So the doctor said, you know, go. We'll talk next week. We'll talk in a week about what's next. So we did, and when I came back to his office a week after, we talked about it, and he also mentioned how the high levels of anxiety and apprehension were working towards or not helping the process. And I remember saying to the doctor, like, do you realize it's not like I wake up in the morning and say, oh, I'll have anxiety today, or I'll be apprehensive today. You know, it's not like you don't have a button you press and it goes away. And it's really hard to be relaxed in this process because it's such a hard process for your body and your spirit and your mind. And as a couple, it's really hard as well. So, you know, he said, well, you need to figure it out, because right now we have to wait. We have to give you a couple months before we start the IUI again, because your body needs to rest. It has gone through a hard process of pills and medication. But when we start, you need to figure this out. Like, you need to figure a way where you can be more calm throughout the process. And I remember telling him, do you think acupuncture will help? Because I remember having acupuncture treatments before, and it was just really, really helped me relaxing. And he said, well, you know, whatever works for you. You can try whatever. So there, that's how that first cycle of IUI finished. And that's how my quest for the right acupuncturist started. So I will tell you more about that in my next video, and how I found another specialist for, another specialist for acupuncture, for fertility acupuncture, and how that worked through the months that were next. Thanks for watching.